So not only Alex and the other team leaders were able to show me the ropes and get me started, and to the point where I'm comfortable, if there was no more OBG tomorrow, I'd be able to jump in the market and make money. But also now I'm a team leader myself, to where I can help you new guys, jump on the calls and make sure you are off to the right start, because I remember when I was a new member, this is very vital. This is important stuff, so that's my thing. That's my niche. That's what I love to do. That's my value to OBG, you know, is making sure the new members are helped. All right. Did you play for Joseph Forte? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. All the way from Poland. That's what's up. Nice, nice. So who was on the call on Wednesday? Drop a one in the chat if you was on the call on Wednesday. Drop a one in the chat, family. Let me see who was on the call on Wednesday. All right. We got a couple people. Perfect, perfect. So before we get things kicked off, let's do a little review. Name three things that we touched on Wednesday. Name three things that we touched on Wednesday. All right, Teresa is on there for the last 15, but you're here from the start. I love it. Drop in the chat three things that we touched on Wednesday. What did we touch on in review and went over? All right, placing orders on MT4. Perfect. That's one. Give me two other things that we touched on. Let's see who remembers. Who remembers? Who remembers? Two other things that we touched on. All right. We went over the pips, how to calculate your pips. We went over the lot size, right? One more thing. Let's see who got it. Let's see who got it. One more thing that we touched on, family. All right. One more thing. So closing our stop loss, right? What the 4-hour close means, if it close above or below, because that's something very important, because I get asked that question a lot. What does that really mean? So we broke that down. If anybody has any questions on that, please feel free to hit me up on Telegram so we can review it, because that's something very important. I don't want you guys to go to bed with a 4-hour stop loss and you don't really understand what that means. So one tip I gave on Wednesday about that is, if you have a 4-hour stop loss, right? And there's, let's say, 2.5 hours left in that candle to close, set your alarm to wake up in 2.5 hours and see exactly where that candle is. If you should close the trade and get out, or if you're good. Let's say you 50 pips in profit, then you just push that stop loss to your to your entry. And then you could go and sleep like a baby, because worst case scenario, you'll break even. All right. So we're gonna kick it off. Today we're gonna kick it off. Let me close some of this stuff. What we got? Share my screen so y'all can see me. 1 second. Where we at? Share screen. Yep, y'all can see my screen. Yep. So the first thing I'm gonna start with today. All right, we're gonna go over. There's 4 types of traders, but it's really 3. All right, I'm gonna break that down. 3 types of traders. Y'all can see my screen, right? Let me know if y'all can see my screen, family. I see my man shaking his head right there, so we good. All right, we good. So we got 3 types of traders. The first one is a scalper, right? Scalper. The second one is a day trader. And the third one is a swing trader. So we're gonna break that down. What does that mean, right? Scalpers are the ones that's like super aggressive. They in and out of trades. Boom, boom, boom. They see an area, weakness in the market, where it's hitting certain areas and bouncing off, and they just playing ping pong with it. So they just in the trade quickly, in and out, 5 minutes or 3 minutes. They in the trade. As soon as they get those pips, they usually put higher lots, because they're trying to be in for like 5-10 pips, and they put the higher lot sizes. All right. Day trader. A day trader is somebody that usually wants to stay in the market a couple hours, no longer than the day. All right. That's a day trader. When we talk about scalpers too, I'm gonna show you the other slide, the other picture. We're talking about looking at the chart on the 15 minutes, the 5 minutes, 3 minutes, and the 1 minute. That's a scalper. 15, 5, 3, and 1. That's all they stick to. They're not worried about the overall trend of the market and everything. They're looking at 15, 5, 3, and 1. All right. When we're talking about day traders now, those are the traders that's looking at the time frames from the 4-hour, the 1 hour, the 30 minutes. Those are their time frames that they're looking at. All right. When we talk about swing traders now, those are the people that's trying to be in a trade for maybe a day, 2 days, 3 days. Those are the ones that's looking at the month to the day to the 4 hour, and they're marking up their charts based on that right there. So those traders, which is myself, I like to swing trade. We're looking for massive movements, right? We're looking for like 200, 300 pips sometimes, depends on the market and how it's moving. But we're really looking for those big movements. And when we're entering those trades, we can actually go take care of business because we're in this trade for a long period of time. We're not like watching it like a hawk, right? So you're going to have to decide and feel what kind of trader you are, what kind of trader you want to be, all right? So let's break this down. I can still see my screen right there. Yep. So scalping. Last thing I forgot to mention, when you talk about position traders, now that's the last one. That's the banks, that's the big boys. The banks, the institutions, they're in trades for weeks, months, years. They got all the money, they chilling. All right. So that's position trading. So when we got scalping, trading time frame is very short, like I mentioned. All right. Trading signals, they take many signals daily, many signals because they're in and out. They're taking a lot daily. Holding time is typically minutes. And this is the chart time frame right here, 1/5/15. So when they trade, if you're a scalper, you got to be on that computer. You got to be watching TradingView because things are moving fast. So you can't be scalping and go to the bathroom, go use the bathroom. You come back and you're like, sheesh, I'm down 30 pips now. It happens real quick. All right. So trading monitoring, very active. All right. When we go to day trading now, day traders. All right. So trading time frame, we're trading pretty much in the same day. All right. Signals, you're taking few daily signals. You're not taking all these trades like scalpers. Typical holding time is hours, couple hours. All right. Your charts, you're gonna do the 4 hour, the 1 hour, and the 15 minutes. Trade it, monitoring. You got to be active. All right. You still got to see what's going on. When we swing it now, all right. When we swing and we're looking for those longer time frames, like I mentioned. All right. So we're looking for the month, week, day. Those are the swing trades. All right. So we take few trades weekly. When you're swinging, when we got one of our guys, his name is Mo, and Mo strictly does order blocks. He loves to swing those trades, and he mentioned it himself. When he does that, he's looking at probably two, maybe three trades in a week. He'd be like, "Damn, that's it." But when you're talking all these big movements and we got pullbacks, guess what he's doing on the pullback? He's entering another trade. So he doesn't have to go mark up 5 different pairs. He could stick with one pair, is going his direction, wait for the pullback. Now he's in another trade. Boom. Another pullback, he's in another trade. So this is something that you'll learn and you'll identify once you start trading more, marking up. All right. These are the time frames, and you gotta moderately active. So you're not really watching it like a hawk. Okay. Let's go to the next one. All right. So this is what I broke down to you guys. Pips is usually 10 to 15 pips when you're a scalper. You're just in and out real quick. 10 to 15, you got your money, on to the next one. Your day trading, typically you're looking for those 25 to 100 pips, really. Like 50 to 100 pips, I would say, if you're a day trader. You're just trying to get in and out of that pair, 50 to 100 pips. When you're swinging, this is when you get those massive movements, right? This is where you see 100 to 500 pips. These are big movements, family. Okay. Last thing I'm going to touch on. Let's go to the charts. Let's see what that looks like on the charts real quick. I mean, do we have any questions on that, though? Let me know if you have any questions. I like to go on the chart so we can see it. I like to go on the chart so we can see it. Any questions? Any questions? All right, good, good, good. Let me see. Let me pick something. You see on my charts, I don't have too many pairs like that. CHF, JPY. I'm gonna pick something brand new. I've been charted up. You said chart. All right. So as let's start as a scalper. If we're scalping, what time frames are we looking at? What are we looking at, family? Let me know in the chat. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? All right. So we scalpers right now. We scalping. Remove these drawings. All right. Let's say we call it at certain areas right here now. We're scalping. All right. The bottom is our what? This is our floor, right? This is our floor. This is our floor, aka our support that we're able to catch right here. All right. So this is our floor. If I'm seeing this in real time and this thing's just bouncing, 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 right? And I see 1, 2, 3. The next time it comes down here, you're gonna continue to take it. This is what scalpers do. So on the 15 minutes, this is how it looks on the 15-minute, how it looks. Let's go to the 5 minutes now. Let's go to the 5 minute. Same area. Let's go to the 5 minute, same area, family. There we go. Hope it takes us all the way back. All right. So on the 5 minute, this is how it looks now. So you're gonna see more candles bouncing off that same area. All right. So you have multiple opportunities. Boom. Shot. Also, what scalpers like to do, they like to trade consolidation. This is something else I'm gonna teach you, or not teach you. I'm just gonna highlight to you. All right. Consolidation. Let's take this off. So the price is moving sideways. So guess what they're doing? If it comes up here, they're looking to take the what? The sell. Comes down here, they're looking to take the buy. Boom. This is scalping. Just quick in and out, in and out, in and out. Some people are successful scalpers. They're very successful. Some people just don't like the the pressure, don't like to see it like that. They'll go crazy. They catch a heart attack. So they don't like to, trade like this. But as a scalper, once you have mastered this, you can make a lot of money in and out. Let's say, for example, you took 5 trades from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, until finally it broke. All right, finally it broke. So let's say for the day, you just went 4 and 1 real quick. You went 4 and 1. I already gave you the math on Wednesday, risk to reward, right? And ratio, your ratio. So if you won 4 trades, only lost 1, and you're making $60 compared to $30, you're compared to $20. That's the math we did. So if you lost 20, but you won, what's that, 240? The math just makes sense. All right. So this is scalping, family. Let's go to day traders. Let's go to day traders now. Same chart. We're looking at the same chart, day traders. All right, let's blow this up a little bit. There we go. All right. So from here, we're looking at the market is moving in an uptrend. We can see that clearly. It's in an uptrend. All right. It's in an uptrend. Just look at this, something like that. That's a nice trend, by the way. Sheesh. All right. So it's in an uptrend. So we're looking at highs, new highs, and higher lows being formed, right? So let's look at these areas, right? We got to make sure new higher highs are being formed. All right, these are your pivots also. Remember I showed you about the pivots. Always mark your pivots. It's super important. I'm going to show you why. What happened? There we go. I'm going to show you why in a second. Super important. So look at this right here. This area is called the pivot. Price came up, changed directions, and broke it, right? And broke it. And broke it. Price will often come back to that area to retest it. All right. It didn't hit it perfectly. It came back to that area. So now you can look at different things. You can have your order block. You can have imbalances. There's different things you're going to add to this to strengthen why the price come back to this area for me to take it for another buy. All right. So it broke. You're patient. And there's one thing Alex teaches, wait for that retest. Comes all the way back down, close enough. In this area, we'll find something in this area somewhere. Depends on your reversal candles also, right? I don't want to go too deep into reversal candles, but if you guys are practicing your candles, you know what this is. This is a morning star. So it came back down to the area. It came close to our point of interest, and we what? We identify a morning star. You're taking a buy when you identify the morning star. When it's an evening star, you're going to take a sell. But I don't want to get too deep into the candles. But this is a reversal pattern that gave us the idea that we're looking for a buy, if that makes sense. Different from shooting star. All right, so shooting star, let's see. Great question. And I like to do demonstrations. Shooting star pattern. All right, so we Google shooting star pattern. This is something I want you guys to do also. If you have any questions, Google is your friend right here. All right, Google is your friend. You can actually see what the pattern looks like. All right, so the shooting star is just this right here. All right, you can see the shooting star. This is it. It's just a doji that's showing that price got climbed all the way up here and then got what? Yanked back down. So it was in an uptrend, 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 buyers, buyers, buyers. And then this candle showed that the buyers shot up but got yanked back down, telling us that the sellers are coming into play. That makes sense? Drop a 3 in the chat if that makes sense. We see the buyers shot all the way up here and got yanked back down. This was the first indication of a potential reversal. That's why it's called a shooting star. Looked like a shooting star. All right. And then what happened after that? Boom. The sellers came into play. All right. Same concept. It doesn't have to be a red candle. What you got to focus on is this wick. You see all these multiple candles coming up, that's green. That means there's a lot of buying pressure, buying pressure, buying pressure. Shot up, lost the buying pressure here, and then got yanked back down. That means the sellers are coming into play. So that's all shooting star is. When we talk about evening star and morning star now, we're talking about a 3 candlestick pattern, 3 candlesticks. 1, 2, 3. These 3 right here. So we got a downward movement, 1, and this is the last big push right here. This first one, the last big push. This middle candle right here showing that all the momentum is lost. So that's what we're looking at in the middle. This is the doji showing all the momentum is lost. And then the third candle showing us what? What's the third candle showing us right now? Let me know in the chat, family. Let me know in the chat what this third candle showing us. Let me see if somebody got it. It's showing us that the buyers are coming into play. The buyers are coming in hard to play. All right. Sellers lost control. Steam gone, buyers coming hard to play. So right now, this is a great sign for I'm jumping in for this buy right now. This is a great sign. Of course, stop loss. Where are you going to put your stop loss, family? If you're trading on your own, where are you going to put your stop loss? Right below this previous low right here. Right. So this wick right here, this will be considered the previous low. You're going to put your stop loss right below it. Let it ride out. So this is the 4 hour. This is the 4 hour. You see this thing took off. Of course, we're trying to look for different pivot points for your TPs. And this thing like really took off, right? But the power of having a trend line is, and you saw me draw this trend line up from scratch. Look how you're patient and you're looking for buys and you're being patient. Price will always come back to it, man. It'll always come back to it. All right. It would always come back. Look at these pivots right here. Pivot area. Let me mark this up. Let's see, pivot area. Price will come back and respect these pivot areas. All right. It'll come back and respect these pivot areas. This got to be patient. If you're looking for the overall trend is moving up, wait for these pullbacks, these significant areas, these point of interest, and you could jump back in. All right. So let's go to our last one now. When we're talking about we're swinging these trades now, we're swinging these trades. We're on the monthly. It looks totally different now. It's less candles. It look totally different, right? But even on the monthly right now, we can see it's in a massive overall uptrend, massive. All right, this candle got 2 days left. You got 2 days, pretty much 3 days. You got 3 days left for the new candle to open up, right? So that's going to be that's going to be really significant because, for example, and I'm just speaking hypothetically right now, let's say this closes right here, and for the next month, it's a nice big red candle for the next month and closes this thing, right? The next month is a whole big red candle. From here to here, this is a big movement from here to here. This is like 1,000 pips. So when we're looking at the monthly candles, one candle you can see is a massive movement, all right? So that's why we don't trade on the monthly candles like this, but we gotta respect it and understand if we're able to catch a reversal up here, sheesh. Even right here, look at this reversal right here. For example, two candlestick pattern right here. This is two candlestick pattern. What is this called, family? Let me know in the chat. What is this called? What is this called right here? These two candlestick. What do you see? What do you see? All right, tweezer top means they're pretty much the same wick. No, tweezer top, they're the same wick. They finish at the same. All right, bearish engulfing. All right, so this was pushing up. You see the bearish engulfing. This gives us an idea for entry for a sell, right? So from here, let's see how many pips this is. This is just like a little, this look like that's a little movement right here. But you just identifying that, and this was the low, this 857 pips. This is on the monthly. If we go to the day right now, family, let me go to the day. You can see how many different opportunities we had to take this trade. Let's go to the week first. All right, let's go to the week. This is what it looks like on the week. All right. We already talked about this right here. All right, we talked about this. Let me blow this up a little bigger because I want you guys to back test it. I want you guys to go home every chance you get, back test. So we on the week. We talked about this candle right here. We enter. Let's say your stop loss was right here above the previous high. Right? Price never came back. This is for like people that's really swinging these trades, right? Really swinging these trades, right? Price never broke and closed you out. But look where price dropped down to. Look where price went to, though. It never knocked you out your stop loss. You know, for those people that's really swinging these trades and they're confident, never knocked you out, but look where it went to. So from here to here, that's 911 pips, all right? And now if you're trading, you're doing $2 a pip, $3 a pip, $10 a pip, whatever the case is, it's massive money to be made. Just identifying what kind of trader you are and what day and time frame you're trading on. All right. Last one we're gonna do. Let's go down to the day now. Last thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go down to the day, family. You have any questions on that though? Does this make sense? You have any questions? This is why it's very important to identify what kind of trader you will be. Very important. Let's go down to the day. All right. Let's get down to the day. Now we're gonna get a little bit more juicy now. We got these we got these different opportunities. All right. So in the day, this is this whole area. Remember, this whole area was the month. And I just refined it to the week. Then I refined it to the day. All right. This whole area. That's all I did. This is called your top-down analysis. This is what that's called. If you never heard that before, please write that down. Top-down analysis. You start from the higher time frame, you work your way down. What I did, I start from the month, I went to the week, I went to the day. All right. So right now, what is this, family? Y'all gonna see this over and over. Ugh. All right. We got one right here. We're able to jump in the trade, made some money. All right. And it's not going to be 100%. And that's what I love about this also. Not going to be 100% all the time. Because look, right here, prices here, prices here. And price shot down here and shot up here. So this is news for sure. Something happened with JPY with the news. So price came, knocked it down. I'm not sure if it went up first or went down first. If you had your TP down here, you probably could have knocked out your TP, made your money, or price would have knocked you out your stop loss and then dropped. All right. So this is definitely news, right? But here you're still able to see different things. You're able to catch this one right here. It came back up. Look, it came back up. And what's this? This is our bearish engulfing candle. This is another entry. This is another entry, family. Bearish engulfing. You end this, right? Until it finally breaks. But this is where you're able to make your money by identifying your candles, jump in, make your money, and get out. All right, that makes sense? All right, let's get it. Let's get it. So we're gonna jump to the next thing, family. We're gonna have a trading plan. How many of y'all have a trading plan? Drop a 5 in the chat if you have a trading plan. Drop a 5 in the chat if you have a trading plan. Let me know. 4.5. Okay. It said a 4.5. All right, that's close enough to a 5. All right, so we're gonna look at this trading plan slash your blueprint. That's all it means. All right. So you said no. After this call, I definitely want you to have a trading plan. We're gonna create one that fits you, your style, and how you want to trade. All right. So trading plan slash blueprint. 90% of trading is mental. 10% is skill set. Let me mute this up. Let me mute this up again real quick. All right. What does that mean? 90% is mental, 10% is skill set. So you could be a good trader. You're starting to feel yourself. You're starting to get confident. And then you lose 2 or 3 trades in a row and you start to like overthink now. You start to doubt yourself. Now you might be profitable. And because you lost 2 or 3 trades in a row, you're going to close that trade out early. Like, you know what? Let me just take this $20 win. I done lost $100 already. Let me take this $20 win real quick. Now you're doubting yourself. But if you have a trading plan, you just got to stick to it. You got to do 100 trades and look at it and say, all right, out of these 100 trades, I stick to my routine. I stick to my entry points, my POIs, whatever you want to call it. And I want to gauge on these 100 trades, what is my overall percentage, proper risk management, how to manage losses. You know, when you let's say, for example, what does that mean? When you 40 pips in the blue, that don't mean leave your stop loss where it's at, right? When you're 40 pips in the blue, meaning you're 40 pips profitable, move your stop loss to entry or move it 10 pips in profit. Worst case scenario, it comes back and shoots and hits you out, and you won 10 pips worth profit. You won. All right. This is how you protect your pocket, family. Because at the end of the day, I already gave you the math. You could lose 3 out of 5 and still be profitable. But let's say those 3 that you lost, you only really lost 1, and the other 2 you broke even. You making more money. So don't think of it if you break even like, man, I didn't win nothing. Nah, you didn't lose nothing neither. All right. So very important. 90% of trading is mental, 10% is a skill set. If you fail the plan, you plan to fail. All right. So proper preparation prevents poor performance. Y'all hear Mr. A say that all the time, the 5 P's. All right. So today, what I want to focus on is percentage, though. We're not going to talk about money, pips. I'm going to talk strictly on percentage. All right. So how much percentage per trade you're trying to make? Let's say, for example, I want you to write this down. What are you trying to do per day? What's your percentage you're trying to hit per day? All right. And let's put some, I want to hear you guys put in the chat, what's your number y'all trying to hit for the day? What's your percentage y'all trying to hit for the day? Put it in the chat, family. All right. We got somebody say 10%. You ain't playing no games. Okay. We got 3 to 5s. Nice. I like it. I like it. 3 to 5. Okay. I think that's like the average answer you'll hear is 3 to 5. Right. So what we tell people is you want to risk 1 to 2% each trade. Now, 10% is not crazy. Some people are aggressive. So that person, for example, that person that said 10%, and let's say they went on a crazy, crazy week where they won 10 trades in a row and they're risking, let's say, 3% of their account to get to 10%. They up. All right. They up all the way. But now, for a person that's want to risk 1% of their account and their goal is to hit 3% for the day, you can't compare yourself to a person that's risking 3%. And I see that a lot of the times. Right? You might have hit your 3% for the day, and another person hit 10%. You're like, man, we were doing the same trade, but y'all have different goals. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have different goals. So now when you see that person hit their 10% and they made $200 and you made, let's say, $50, and now you're trying to go back in and over trade, you already hit your percentage. You already hit your goal. Don't go back in and try to do what you see somebody else did. They hit their goal, you hit your goal. You're done. All right. So that's super, super important, family. Super important. So I want y'all to write down your percentage for the day. I'm going to share my phone right now. I'm going to share this app. So we're going to do a live demonstration of how this thing could really add up, right? So as the name of the game is Compound. That's the name of the game. Compound, compound, compound. Let me stop sharing. I'm going to share my phone so y'all can see. Let me share my phone real quick, family. Only hosts. All right, we should be good. All right, we should be good now. Yep. All right, so this is the interest calculator app that I show you guys to download. All right. So how this works? How does this work? We're gonna do for the next, instead of year, we're gonna do days. All right, because we trade approximately 20 days in a month. That's what we trade, approximately 20 days in a month. All right, so based on your balance, we're gonna do three different examples. Some people usually come in $200. That is the typical range that I see. I'm gonna show you 200 for 20 days. Your return on interest is, let's say, 5% per day. All right. So 5% per day, we're doing 20 days. So let me hear in the chat, what should your account be in 20 days? Will it be 100% growth? So in 20 days, your account should be $400. If you hit your goal, 5% each day for 20 days, let me know in the chat. Is that what y'all think it would be? Let me know in the chat, family. Y'all think y'all be at $400 in 20 days? That's a yes or no answer. Yes, I think so, or no, I don't think so. In 20 days, if you hit 5% per day for 20 days, will you be at $400 by the end of 20 days? Somebody said 2,000. Okay, sheesh. All right. Somebody said yes. All right, let's take a look. No, if it's compounded, no. No higher. Okay, I like these answers. So let's calculate now. So I got my 200, that's my balance. I got 20 days trading, 20 days, 5% return per day. All right, let's calculate. So it shows you right there, your account will be at $531, right? This is 20 days straight. Remember, 20 days straight. You'll be at $531, right? Your first day, this is your first day, your balance is 200 and your profits will be $10. $10. But the problem with people is $10 is not sexy. You don't want $10. You got a $200 account. You don't want $10, even though your account just grew 5%. You want Alex, you want that $1,000 with a $200 account. It's not realistic, family. It's not realistic. So if you got dreams of doing that and you wonder why you keep blowing your account, that's because you're over leveraging. You're being way too aggressive on your account. You're not respecting your account size. All right. So I'm here to show you live. This is live. This is live. I'm showing you right here, full breakdown. First day, $10. All right. Day two, now you had $210 you trade on, $210. The next day, day two, you make $10.50. That's your profit. All right. Close it. You're done. In 2 days, you're at $20.50. So now you at $221. Y'all follow me, family? Drop some six in the chat if y'all follow me right now. This is making sense. Drop some six in the chat. No, we ain't gonna do sixes. Wait. Drop some sevens in the chat. Drop some sevens in the chat right now. Let me know if y'all following along, family. All right. So we on day three now. You're trading at $221. Now you're at $11 you made for the day. All right. You're feeling good now. You're making some traction. Don't worry about nobody else. Run your own race. That's one thing I would tell you. Don't worry about nobody else. Run your own race. All right. So let's skip down now. We at day 10. Day 10, your account is at $310, family. You already gained $110. And now you're making $15.50 per day for that day you're making. All right. Let's skip down to day 15. Day 15, you had $396. Your account is almost doubled in 2 weeks. This is you following the plan. This is you following the plan and respecting your plan and staying on board with it. All right. So now you at $20. You at $19.80. Let's say $20 you're making for the day. Let's go down to day 20 now. Day 20, you at 505. You're trading 505 and you're looking to make $25.30 for the day for your 5%. Drop some fire in the chat if that makes sense, family. Drop some fire in the chat. This is the proper way to grow a small account, family. This is the proper way to grow a small account. You got to run your own race. Don't get distracted by you seeing Alex with $20,000 in a day. You got to ask Alex, how come you making that much? Because he has a six-figure account size. You don't have a six-figure account size, family. You don't. Can it get there one day? Yeah, it could get there one day if you stay consistent, you stay disciplined. But in the meantime, respect your account size, family. All right. So yeah, that's one thing I want to share. If you have any questions on that, let me know, family. Let me know if you have any questions on that. All right, let me know, because I got a challenge for us. This is one of the biggest thing I wanted to point out on this call, because I got a challenge for all of us. All right. I'm gonna do one more example, matter of fact, before I go to that challenge. Let's do one more example. Let's do one more example. All right. Let's say now, typically, and we're gonna go down to 3% also. I see a lot of people said 3%. If you come in with $1,000 account and 3%, all right, let's calculate this. 3% on $1,000 account. All right, this is good risk. This is good risk we're taking. Good risk. You're just trying to get 3%. You're not, 3% is one trade. I'm gonna be honest with you. You can literally take one trade, you hit. Let's say you're risking 1% of your account, you can make 3%. So we tell people 1 to 2% is what you should be risking. If you're risking 2% of your account, the likelihood you could grow your account 4 to 5% per day easily. All right. But if you're doing 1%, you're doing more for modest, you're very, cautious person, you're doing 1% risk. That means you'd have to lose 100 trades in a row to blow your account. That's what 1% means each trade. You have to lose 100 trades in a row to blow your account. It's not going to happen in OBG. All right. It's not going to happen. The people that blow their account is the ones that's undisciplined, uneducated, and impatient. That's just the fact. All right. So here we got 20 days. You can see 20 days, $1,000. You're doing 3% a day. In 20 days, you have $1,810. All right. So this is the power of compounding, family. How do we calculate our percentage entry on MT4? That's a good question. So on Wednesday, I showed you how to utilize the calculator on Wednesday. I showed you. So hit me up on Telegram. I'll show you how to do that again. So we have the calculator. You always want to calculate your lot size, because that's going to tell you how much you're risking per pip. And that will give you how much you should be risking. All right. So now the challenge for you guys, starting August 1st. This is the challenge, August 1st. I want to do a percentage challenge. Let's shoot for 3% or 5% per day. That is your challenge. Whoever said 3% and y'all want to stick to 3%, that means you're doing 1% risk per trade. If you said 5%, you're doing 2% risk per trade. All right. So let's do this challenge. August 1st, let's do for the next 20 days. Let's try to hit our goal. If it's 3% or 5%, or if you said 8%, let's try to hit our goal and close your computer, close your phone, and let's check back. Each day we hit our goal, drop it in the chat like, yep, I hit my goal, I'm done. Very simple. I don't care what you see after that. I don't care if you see Alex drop $500,000. Yeah, I just won that real quick. No, don't open back up your phone. You're done for the day. You made your percentage. Go enjoy your time. Go enjoy your family, your kids, or, go for a walk. All right. So that is my challenge I want to push out to everybody on the call. Let's do this 20-day. We're getting our minds right with mindset, right? Yeah, I love Mr. H with mindset. We're going to get our account right, and we're getting our body right. We do it all over here in OBG, man. That's why I love it over here. So we're going to push this out 20 days. We're starting August 1st. And let's get it, family. We have any questions? Y'all can unmute yourself. Y'all can unmute yourself.
Adrian.
Talk to me.
Maritza. A couple of questions. Some of us were not here on your previous class, so for the first class, because we would love to watch it.
Yes.
All right, I dropped that recording in the big Genius chat.
I've been looking for that recording.
I dropped it in the chat.
Okay,
Damn.
I'll go look for it. I didn't see it either, but I'll check.
Hold
Said
on a second
iGenius
now.
reporting.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna show y'all
And then-
right now. Hold
I've
on.
been looking for that.
Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I know I dropped it. Unless I was bugging. There we go. Right there. Y'all can see my screen. At 11:25, I dropped it.
Today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. And the app for the percentages?
Do y'all see my camera? That's the app right here.
No, I
So-
can't see it.
This is the app right here. This is the app right here. This is what it's called. You guys see my
Oh,
screen
is it
still?
right under the recording? All right, perfect.
Yep.
Oh, let
This
me
is
get
my app.
trying to get a picture of that. Hold on.
All right. This is the
Thank
app right
you.
here. Yep. No problem, family.
This was a great call, Adrian. This is exactly what my undisciplined self has been needing. Thank you.
Nah, it's all good, man. We're gonna do it together as a family. That's one thing I love. I love the community aspect of OBG. At the end of the day, I'm not trying to do long, drawn out calls. I'm trying to get right to the point. You know, we got signal callers out there. I don't need to be here pushing out signals. I don't need to be here charting up the classes for you or charting up pairs. We have all of that already. I just try to focus on things that new members need just to get our minds right, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I focus on.
You said it's all about the education first. Like I'm on boot camp 4, and I don't know
Okay.
if boot camp or iGenius. I finished one class in iGenius for terminology reasons, but I'm more going on boot camp. But I think you're absolutely. I need the literature and the education first, because
Okay.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm an elite, but I am like at the bottom. Like I'm not. You know, I can't. It's hard for me to participate during open bell because I'm driving. I'm watching, but I don't. My MT4 is all messed up. My leader's always busy. And you definitely break down the structure, like education, and it just really, I'll be looking forward to your classes, man, for real.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Were you able to
Nah.
take any trades? Have you ever take any trades yet with us or no?
Not only one time on a gold trade, my first time I was on opening bell, but I think my MT4 is messed up. Be honest with you, because I think I had 3 of them. My leader, I think I didn't participate on MT4 for a while. It shut down, and it's hard to. She's kind of like trying to help me. She's not really too tech savvy to get my MT4 back on track. And
Hit me up
not
on
to give you a whole
hit me up on Telegram. That's light. I got you.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll get that fixed. Anybody else that
Okay.
want to chop it up? Let me know. Anybody else? Y'all can unmute yourself. I love engagement. I love engagement, family.
I see
Anybody
that
else?
too. Yeah, I see that. I love it.
Yes, sir. We got 54 people in here. What's up? Anybody else I can hear from?
So
Adrian,
Adrian,
I'm-
I pulled up the app. I have an
Oh.
iPhone. I pulled up the app. I would ask you, just because I had a bit of a challenge getting to your pages, is if you just do a slow so people could see how it works. I figured it out, but you know, to put days, because I started out with the year, so I had one item in my compound, and then I figured out the days. It might be helpful. People haven't pulled the app up yet.
You want me to
Thank
go
you.
through it again real quick? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, just so people can kind of see this, pull this, then you
Yeah.
gotta press,
Judith,
don't press here, don't
Judith,
press.
you're trying to put me to work, Judith. Hold on,
Yes,
man.
sir. Yes, sir. You're doing a fabulous job. I'm really appreciate it. I've been in elite. I've been here a little while, and I'm still struggling. Yeah, I got some of the idea, but I understand Machiavelli what he's saying. Thank you so much, sir.
Nah, no problem. I got
Man,
y'all. This what we're here for. I got you. Don't worry about it. And you got your balance. I put days right here. You could click on the right. You could change it to days, week, months, years. I got 20 days.
Found it. There we go.
We got 5% or 3% per day. Depends on you. So I put 5%. We got day, week, month. I put day, and then you just calculate. That's it. Just press calculate.
Okay, what you now? $1,000 or 5%.
So it shows you at $1,000, 5% per day, and you're done for the day. For the next 20 days, you will have 2,650.
Okay, come on.
All right. That's you scroll down. After that, you just scroll down to the bottom. Scroll down, and it shows you the breakdown, day by day breakdown. So little stuff like this, I use it, you know, keeps me motivated. It keeps you disciplined for sure. It keeps you on track. It keeps you on track, family. And you see, it's a big difference. One thing I'm gonna mention this, all right? When you have a small account, those are the people that blow their account the most. Why? Because they're in a rush to make the money. But once your account grows, or let's say from the jump, you start with $5,000. I don't know people's, personal situation, but if somebody comes in and they start with 5,000 from the jump, and they're able to, let's say, do 3% a day. And I like to let's do a live example, 5,000, and they're doing 3% per day, right? They're making $150 the first day. You know what I'm saying? So the more capital you have, the easier it becomes to trade and the more money you're going to make for sure, because now you don't have to over leverage. You have more capital, you could just stick to that 3%, that 5%, and you can see what you're going to make. It's right there. So that's one thing I love about it. Once you start, building your account, or if you come in ready to rock and roll, then it's off to the races. All right. I'm good. We answered that. We good?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
No problem. No problem. No problem. Anybody else? Anybody else? We good with questions? Anybody else?
I'm definitely going back and looking at Wednesday's class. Now I found it.
Yeah, you
All right,
good.
so
You
basically,
good.
like a person like me with just a few dollars, because I'm still in the plantation. So if I just did my calculations, like $100 or $200, you're really not gonna hit that much.
What do you mean? What do you mean you're not gonna hit that much? Break
All
it
right,
down
so
for me.
I put $100 for 20 days at 5%.
Okay.
I make
What
$250 in 20 days.
you make how much?
$250.
250 or 250 you said, or 350? Let me put it in.
I'm from
Two.
Baltimore. My two sound a little different too.
Oh, that's funny. All right. So you had 265. 265. All right. So you grew your account $165 in 20 days. You not happy about that on a $100 account?
Yeah, but like you said, the small accounts be the ones because we trying. But I get what you're saying, so I'm going to patience is a virtue.
You knew you grew your account like 150%, if I'm not mistaken. Something
Yeah,
like
that's
that. Something.
wait a
Where
minute,
else
hold
can you
up.
make 100? Where else can you make like 150% return on your money in 20 days? Point me to that, please.
I'm not, I ain't gonna say that out loud.
Yeah.
You
We're
said
not trying to get
180
we're not
make
we're not trying to
$80.
get locked up. We're not trying to get locked up here. Yeah.
Oh, I made it legally, but yeah, but no, you're right. You're right.
So that's what I'm saying. We just gotta respect our account size and be happy with those gains, because
Exactly.
now look
Exactly.
at it this way. All right, 265, right? And now do 265
Right.
for the next 20 days. Put that now. That's your new number. 265 for the next 20 days. Where you at?
65,
So I'm gonna flip my money. Okay.
3%.
Okay. It
Yeah.
does look better as I go along.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
479.
Now she's doing 5% per
Oh,
day.
5%.
No 3.
Oh, she did. No, she did 3.
You doing 3?
No, I'm doing 5.
Yeah,
Oh, my
she's doing
bad.
5. That's what I'm saying. She's doing 5. So she's at 703 now. So in 40 days, she went from
Ooh.
$100 to $703 in 40 days. Talk to me nice, please.
I
Yeah.
don't think my bank does anything like that.
Absolutely not.
Nah, no.
Your bank taking your money and trading, and they
Yeah,
making
the
this money.
banks are rock crooks.
Right.
They-
If I take that 703, she just said it. Yep.
The bank gonna take that profit and they gonna give you like 50 cents and be like, thank you.
And
So
take all that money, trade over the forex. Man.
but trust me, y'all, patience, it pays off, man. Patience.
I like this calculator.
You know. Anybody else? Anybody else? We good? We good? Don't let me
Yes,
start calling
Adrian.
people out.
Adrian,
Yeah.
what was the name of that video again? The recording on
Oh.
Wednesday.
Oh yeah, it's
It's
let me see. I had it locked into.
it just says
Genius.
OBG. It just says OBG recording on 7/26. That's what it
Okay.
says. That's
And
all
it was
is.
11. It was posted 11:25 a.m. in the morning because I've been looking for this all year. So you'll see it 11:25 on the OBGI Genius he posted.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Everybody else good, family?
Respectfully, your time. Great father, I am too. When is a good day to reach out? In the middle of the week? Don't do it on Sundays. Like, I'm just, we all respectfully.
Now you're
I
part,
mean-
you're part of my downline anyway. You were Mr. H, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Mr.
And no. Yeah. Hmm.
Mr. H brought you in, correct? Or no?
Yes and no. Yes and no. It's a confusing. I gotta tell you the story.
Who did you sign up under? Your personal. Who did you personally sign up under?
Yeah, somebody else.
No, got you.
It was a mistake I had when I was signed up. Mr. H was on my page, and I was jumping on a promotion, talking to somebody else at the last minute,
Alright.
and I was like, "Oh, so Mr. H kind of
Got you.
still took me though." You know what I mean? So it was
Got you.
confusion.
Okay. Got you. Because if you're under Mr. H, you're under me. Because Mr. H is my personal, so you're under me. So we'll get it situated. I just don't want you to come feel like you have to rush. I don't want you to feel like you have to rush. Rome wasn't built in one day.
I thought I did, but now I know I can't do that. I can't. I need the education and the literature. I kind of heard what you said. Is you can't rush this. And then for my leader, every leader it's like today's lesson. You got to find out where you got to fit in, and everybody teaches different. You know what I mean? I found like you teach great and David teaches great, while Mr. H is aggressive and animated. You know what I mean? And some of us just like drop the ball, but patience is a virtue, like you said. You know what I mean? Some of us need that.
That's facts. That's
Yeah.
facts. So we're gonna get you situated, bro. Don't worry about it. But if
Yes,
that's
sir.
it, we ain't got anybody else. I appreciate y'all jumping on. And I'll see y'all on Sunday for onboarding. If you have any new members, make sure they're on the onboarding call. All right. Y'all take care,
What
family.
time Sunday? What time Sunday?
Sunday, I'm on at 6:30.
Thank you. Okay.
6:30.
All right.
All right, family. Y'all have a good one.
Right.